Yeah, good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So we were doing time response specification, and we have started with the problems on time response specification. So you know all the equations related to that. So we will just continue the problem what we have left in the previous class. So in the previous class, I think all of you might have. So in the previous class, all of you might have just written this problem, and we will start solving it. So those who have not completed the question, you can just write down measurements conducted on a semi servo mechanism shown with the system response of C of t is given for you. So C of t is 1 plus 0.2 e to the power of minus 60t minus 1.2 e to the power of minus 10t. When subjected to a step of 1 volt, obtain the expression for closed loop transfer function. So, and also to determine the underdamped natural frequency and damping ratio of the system, as well as to unit ramp response of the system. So all of you have completed writing this problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you tried? Anyone got any answers or anything? Have you tried? Last class I have given. Okay. So if you have got the answer, you can say. So if you have not completed, we will solve it in the class now. So what is given for you is C of t, that is 1 plus 2 e to the power of minus 60t minus 1.2 e to the power of minus 10t. So just we have to you take that equation and just check it out how best we can simplify it for the further operations. So inform your friends also to join. So you can just take up C of t. So how to solve it further? So let us see that C of t is taken to be 1 plus 0.2 e to the power of minus 60t minus 1.2 e to the power of minus 10t. So you know that R of t is U of t for a step response. So let us just take C of t is given and R of t is there. So we'll take the transfer function C of s by R of s. So you know that you can get it by taking the Laplace transform. So you need to take the Laplace transform for this equation as well as for this equation, and you need to say that C of s by R of s. When you do it, you will get it as 1 by s plus you are taking the transfer function here. So 1 by s 0.2 e to the power of minus 60t can be written as 0.2 divided by s plus 60, and this third term will be minus 1.2 divided by s plus 10. So we are getting it by taking the Laplace transform, and then R of t is U of t, and when you take the Laplace transform, you will get it as 1 by s. So the C of s by R of s can be written as 1 by s plus 0.2 divided by s plus 60 minus 1.2 divided by s plus 10 whole divided by 1 by s. So I am saying you repeatedly that you need to understand, you need to know the basic equations of Laplace and inverse Laplace. It's compulsory for the control system. So one of you can put that equations, very basic equations in the group as well. If want to refer, they can refer. Today is okay. So using the Laplace transform, you got the equation as shown here, C of s by R of s. So now what has to be done further? Just we are just making it in the form of the equation. So I am just going ahead with simplifying it further. So what I have done here, C of s by R of s, I took the all the denominator and all those things. I took it together. I have to do all the process, and then I have to bring this equation in the form of this. That is, you'll get 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60. So this equation will get converted in this form. So that is important. So you need to simplify it. One or two steps may come in between. So when you simplify that, you will get it as 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60. So what is the first one? Obtain the expression for closed loop transfer function. So you got the transfer function, that is C of s by R of s as 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60. So what is the next one? Determine the underdamped natural frequency and damping ratio. You need to find those things. So we will take this transfer function and then further try to simplify it and get the equations for natural frequency as well as the damping ratio. So whether all of you have completed that, you are able to do it, divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60. Okay, 1 or 2 minutes I'll give you, you solve it and see that whether you're getting that equation. So you need to take the Laplace transform, then you can find out the transfer function. So have you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So others also you can complete it. 1 more minute, I will just wait for you to complete it till the transfer function, that is 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60. So now we have to find out the natural frequency. So we are going to compare it with the transfer function of a second order system, and we are going to find out zeta, omega, and all those things, whatever we have studied before. So I am rewriting the equation, that is 600 divided by s square plus 70s plus 600. I am writing in this form, s square plus 70s to get the 1 plus 600 by s square plus 70s other side. So I'll get off the form, simplify it, I'll get 600 divided by s square plus 70s divided by this term. So it is of the form g of s 1 plus g h of s. So I am just doing it in the form of g of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. So I'll get g of s as well as h of s, and then I can use that things for further simplification. So here onwards, whatever we'll be doing problems, no one to another, it will be different. So you need to understand if this type of problems comes, how to solve it in the question paper. If this kind of problems comes, how you have to proceed with it. So you need to solve more number of problems. I'll be giving you assignments and quizzes further. So it will be you can sit and solve those problems. So this is pure mathematics what we have done till now. It's just rearranging the equation in the form of g of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. And we are going to get g of s here. It is 600 divided by s square plus 70s. But they have asked in the question to find out the natural frequency and damping ratio. We'll go to that once we get the characteristic equation. And characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s h of s is equal to 0. So if you have any doubts still here, you can just ask me. It is just rearranging the equations to bring it in the form of transfer function, that is g of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. And the characteristic equation is the denominator, that is 1 plus g of s h of s is equal to 0. So by using this equation, we have to compare it with the what we have, that is s square plus 7s plus 600, comparing it. And then we'll be just putting g of s there, h of s is 1 plus 600 divided by plus 70s is equal to 0. And from that characteristic equation, you need to find out the requirements what is asked by the question. So you complete it till here. So all of you have completed till characteristic equation. Any doubts are there? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all of you complete it till there. Then we will use this characteristic equation in order to find the parameters. That is what is asked in the question is natural frequency and damping ratio. So you can just, as I have told you before, you can just substitute g of s. So what is g of s here? This is g of s. This will be your g of s, and then you can use this equation. You can substitute here, and you can get this one. So substitute g of s in the equation. So you'll get 1 plus 600 divided by s square plus 70s is equal to 0. H of s is 1. Simplify it. You'll get s square plus 70s plus 600 is equal to 0. So why we have done this process is just to make sure that what is g of s for you, just to understand what is g of s. You need to compare it with this equation. So you have so you need to compare this equation and this equation together. So you need to compare that and then make sure that what is 2 zeta omega n and omega n square. So you'll get 2 zeta omega n is equal to 70. So you can see that this is 2 zeta omega n and this is 70. So when you compare it, you'll get 2 zeta omega n as 70 and omega n square will be 600. So omega n will be root of 600. You can find omega n, substitute in the other equation, that is 2 zeta omega n is equal to 70. Substitute omega n there and find out zeta.
Zeta is 1.428.
Yeah, correct. So when you get zeta as 1.4, whether it is underdamped, overdamped, critically damped, with which one it is? Zeta greater than 1. Any one of you?
Overdamped.
Yeah,
Overdamped.
overdamped. So you can write it there. Hence omega n we will get it as 24.5 and zeta is 1.4. It is overdamped case. Since zeta is greater than 1. So next one, what they have asked you to find out? Obtain the unit ramp response for the system. So to do that, you have to take C of s is equal to the same equation what we wrote above, 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60 multiplied by r of s. R of s, you know that it is 1 by s. So we have to substitute r of s there, and so here r of s is 1 by s square. So you'll get it as equation number 1, that is C of s is equal to 600 divided by s square into s plus 10 into s plus 60. Now by using this equation, you need to do it further. See, I want to ask you that why you have taken 1 by s square as r of s. Any one of you? Read the question.
Ramp function, sir.
Since it is a ramp function, we have taken it as 1 by s square. So here in the question it is told, obtain the unit ramp response of the system. So we take it as 1 by s square. So then the equation will be C of s is equal to 600 divided by s square into 1 s plus 10 into s plus 60. Give it as equation number 1. So all of you complete it till here. Some of you might be still doing it. So further after completing this we will proceed further. So all of you have completed. Have you all completed this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then we will go there further. Anyone is still doing? So all of you have completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So further we will see. So you got here for the ramp function, you got it as 600 divided by s square plus s square plus s square 600 divided by s square plus s plus 10 into s plus 60. Now let us proceed further. So you got practical by partial fraction. We can find the value of k. So this is the method. You have to see that you are doing it first time. So see here what they have asked you is obtain the unit ramp response of the system. So we are going to, you got that equation. After that, by partial fraction method, you might have studied in mathematics by using the partial fraction method. So you need to write that equation in this form, that is k1 by s plus k2 by s square plus k3 by s plus 10 plus k4 by s plus 60. You name it as equation number 2. So this is what you will get. What we are asked to find out is C of t. So this is what we have to get. Usually in the previous section A and B, you were given C of t. But here you are asked to find out C of t. Okay. Obtain, you can see there in the question, obtain the unit ramp response of the system is asked. So you are asked to find out C of t. So to come to C of t, we have the transfer function C of s by R of s, or then you can just use the partial fraction method. It can be written as k1 by s plus k2 by s square plus k3 by s plus 10 plus k4 by s plus 60 is equal to, that is equation number 2. And equating equation 1 and 2, so you can compare equation 1 and equation 2. C of s is equal to this equation. We can write it as 600 is equal to k1 s into c. Here what is equation 1? You can just understand this. If you know mathematics, it's very easy. So C of s is 600 divided by s plus 10 into s plus 60 multiplied by 1 by s square. So by comparing with this equation, so see, with this equation, equation 1, so what you can see, you have to rewrite that equation. So you can see that 600 is equal to k1, what are the terms not there? So it will be s into s plus 10 into s plus 60. Plus k2, what are the terms not there? S plus 10, s plus 60. For k3, s square, s plus 60 it will come. K4, s square, s plus 10 it will come. So this is what you are going to get it. Then what we'll be doing further is we'll be substituting s is equal to 0. We are going to substitute s is equal to 0. We are putting s is equal to 0 in this equation. We'll get, we know that here the terms are s plus 10 and s plus 60. And all those terms like k1 s is there, so this will get eliminated. K3 s square is there, since it is 0 it will get eliminated. K4 s square is there, since it is 0 it will get eliminated. So s is equal to 0, then you will get only this term, that is k2 term. So from that you can get it as k2 is equal to 1. Similarly, we have to take the value of s to be from this itself. You have to take the value of s to be minus 60. You should see that which value you substitute for s, so that you can get any of the term k1, k2, k3, k4. So when you put minus 60, you can see that you can get k4, because here this term will get eliminated, this will get eliminated, and this will get eliminated. Only term will be left out is k4 s square into 1 s plus 10. So from that, when you put minus 60, you will get k4 value. Similarly, you have to put s is equal to minus 10, you will get k3 value. And when you get k1, k3, and k4, it is easy for you to find out k1. So this is what you have to do. You have to use the partial fraction method to get the equation number 2, and then you have to do equating 1 and 2. You have to compare the equations 1 and 2 and come out with this equation by substituting the values of s0, minus 60, and minus 10. You get k2, k4, and k3. After that, if by using all these values, you can find out k1 as well. Once you get the values of k1, k2, k3, k4, substitute in the equation 2. So you need to substitute all these values in equation 2, and you can write it here. So you have to substitute the values of k1, k2, k3, and k4. You will get c of t is equal to, in this form, it is c of t. So you need to take inverse Laplace transform to get this c of t is equal to this will get when you take it in the inverse Laplace transform. Actually, this is c of s. This has to be c of s. So by taking inverse Laplace transform, you will get it as c of t. So all of you can do this. Solve it and find the values of k2, k3, k4, and then you find out the value of k1. So whether you are able to find out k1, k2, k3, k4?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then complete it and substitute the values of k1, k2, k3, k4 in equation 2. So I'll get this equation. So all of you got c of s?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then take inverse Laplace transform for C of S. You'll get it as C of t. So C of t, when you take it, you'll get minus 0.1167 plus 1 by s square, you'll get it as t. 0.12 e to the power of minus 10 t, it will come, minus 0.003 e to the power of minus 60 t, it will come. So this is the final answer. So all of you have completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if anyone is left out to complete, you complete it. So you'll get the study, all of you should study the Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform basic equations so that it will become easy for you in the exams as well. So one of you, I want you to post these equations of very basic equations of Laplace and inverse Laplace in the group today itself. So any doubts? It's clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what the final equation you are going to get. So today I will wind up here. We will do the next problem in the next class. I have a small meeting further, so we will stop it here. All of you can complete this problem. Okay, now we will stop it for today, and we will meet in the next class tomorrow. Okay, thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.